Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our Saturday sew along. Well, we are starting a new pattern today, and let me just pull it out. It's called the Color Burst Throw. I will have the link down in the description for you. I have y'all at a little higher level, so you can see what I'm doing here. Y'all see, I still have all kinds of things on my table tonight. It is Friday night. It is the day before y'all are seeing this. You may hear my TV going. Right now, what I have going, I am listening to the weather. There are tornadoes in Arkansas. I saw some in Texas. Andrea, if you see this, please let us know you are okay. When I heard they were in Texas, I don't know quite where your location is, but I thought about you, so I'm hoping you're okay. And for everybody else that's over there in Texas and Arkansas and Missouri, I've been seeing tornadoes in all the places. So, guys, we're thinking about you. We're supposed to be getting weather tonight. Don't know exactly what we're getting. But I've had a very busy week. The fabric I have here on my desk, on my table, is Love Struck by Leela Boutique. And y'all, I know you can see all the mess. Well, this is what it looks like when I'm going through a D-stash. I even have boxes back here. Laura, your package is the only one that did not get shipped out on Friday. I've got to find a box big enough. I think I have one. It's not in the greatest shape. I may duct tape that baby together just so you will have your package coming out. But let's get on what we're doing. I said I was going to have it cut, but I don't. I didn't get it cut. I've had a very busy week. Work, home, and I've been resting. I've been needing my rest again. So I'm taking my downtime, and I figure I have so many videos out there. If you're new, you can catch up with some of the things that I have. But if you're not, you might have already seen it. And hey, you may just want a break. But this is the Color Burst Throw. It is American Patchwork and Quilting. This who this project is brought by. This is the quilt that we will be working on. It calls for... Now, I don't have all my fabric here that I need to cut tonight, so I'm cutting fabric with you guys tonight. It does call for 9 dark fat quarters and 9 medium fat quarters. Now, that's when I say dark and medium, that's the tone of your colors. And then it calls for 5 10-inch square assorted like prints. Now, what this is for, it's for your blocks. I got some grunge. It's a gray grunge that I'm going to use. But I also had purchased the blue with the white polka dots from this line. I had purchased yardage of that. So I didn't use any of the blue. This is actually what I have left of the Love Struck line. I have, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10. I have 10 fat quarters left. So that's still enough for another little quilt. I may do me a little scrappy quilt with that. I may make a potato chip quilt. Or who knows. I'll make something out of it. But let's get started on cutting these fat quarters. I am going to show you the colors I have. Now, I did the pinks, the browns, and the greens. And I'll show you how I'm pairing them up for the blocks. This here is a dark and a light pink. Now, I'm just going to be stacking them up because I do need to press them to cut them. And this is another, wait, it called for 9 darks. So these are my 3 pinks, my 3 dark and they're dark and medium. So I have 3 pinks, 3 browns, and 3 greens. And this is my other 2 pinks. And there's a pretty design on that pink there. So But I hope y'all are having a good day. I'm hoping y'all are faring safe with the bad weather. These are my green. This is the browns. I have been watching it. It looks like our area isn't really going to get hit by it until, well, I know the storms start tonight. My daughter-in-law did come down. She is staying in Arkansas right now with her mother until my son can move up there because they need to get an apartment. And until they can get an apartment, he's staying down here with his older sister. And she's staying with her mother. This is the green. And she is staying with her mother while she works. So, and my son is staying with his older sister and helping her out some right now. Because she just bought a house, and so he's helping her out with some stuff. And this is my last dark green. Now, the green did not have a lot of lights, but this was it's white, blue, and green. I think this was more for the blue, but I'm putting it with the green because it's got green in it. So the first thing I'm going to do is press out some fat quarters so I can start cutting them. Okay, I have my first fat quarter here. I know it's going to be hard for you to see all of it, but if I turn this down anymore, I'm cutting my head off. I don't know, that may be a good thing. You may not want to be looking at me. But our instructions here tell you from each fat quarter what you need to do. I can go this direction. So I can actually fold. Now, I like to just knock them hard press seam lines out of it, even though I am folding this down. Oh, and guys, while I'm thinking about it, I have a friend that sometimes watches me, and I want to tell her, Kim, congratulations on the grandbaby. I know that is so exciting. So exciting. I know you're excited. And that's a beautiful name, too, that your grandbaby's name is beautiful. It's a little boy. So that, I know that is so exciting. Because I know when my grandbaby, oh my goodness, y'all. My heart just explodes when I think of my grandbabies. My little granddaughter's coming to stay with me tomorrow night. So excited about that. So this first one, we're doing 5-inch squares. Okay, so I've cut that in, so it's going to be even. Even that out. We got us an even Steven there. And now I have to set it on that 5 inches. I'm going to put my... Now, we may actually have some extra fabric when it's all said and done. Now, what I need to do is cut the selvage off this end, just that white piece off the end. But I got to make sure I'm evened up on that, because I don't want that to be part of my block. But what I'm doing now is I'm just folding it end to end, and I'm going to cut 2 blocks at a time, or 2 squares at a time. And I just keep messing myself up. I'm right-handed, so I need to turn the fabric where I can cut it with my right hand. But I'm getting excited about this sew-along. The more I look at this pattern, the more I just love it. Because I'm sitting here thinking, guys, that first off, I love the fabric that I'm going to be using. I love this Love Struck line. I love Leela Boutique. I think it's absolutely beautiful fabrics. And this is not a new, this is a fat quarter bundle that's been on my shelf there probably since October. I think that's how long it's been there. And I actually think this is the fat quarter bundle that I won a, I got put into a drawing for the fat quarter bundle for breast cancer awareness. I made a donation for breast cancer awareness, and I won the bundle. I was very excited to win it because I love this. And when I won it, I'm going to say it kind of new, not really new, but kind of new. And fat quarter bundles was kind of out of my price range. Sometimes they still are, but thank you to everybody that's watching my videos and likes and shares them. I make a little bit of money to where I can either use it to buy me a fat quarter bundle, or I can use it to get me a quilt long armed. That's how much it is. It's very little. You have to choose this or this. So I am going to get my next cuts, all of them hopefully from this. We will need rectangles out of for the next cut. And it looks like this is directional, these flowers, but I really do not care because they're going to be going around the quilt, so it's not going to matter. Now, I have not got my border for this quilt yet, so you don't have to have everything to get started. Just cut you some fabrics and, you know, that's all I'm doing right now is cutting my fabrics, because I believe once we start sewing on this, that this one's going to go like that. It's going to be really quick, really fun. How many do I need? Double checking. That's what I do. I double, triple, quadruple check myself. I'm lining up, y'all. I'm just lining up, making sure I'm good. And I need to be putting these little strips in my garbage over here. So that's 2. I may be able to get a 3rd one out of this. Is that? Yep. I can get a 3rd one out of this piece. But that may mean that I can still make extra blocks if I want to. Oh, yo, I don't know why, but I am wanting some fruity drink right now. My goodness. My blood sugar must be all over the place right now for me to be wanting a fruity drink. Went and had dinner with my grandbaby tonight. I try to do that about once a week. Now that I thought for sure my son and my daughter-in-law would end up here and we could get on a schedule where we could be going and having dinner, but it don't look like that's going to happen because they're in Arkansas, and I really didn't want them to be up there, but I understand her mom lives there, but her mom travels with her stepdad, so she's been at home in this bad weather, just her and my grandbaby. And oh, that just scares me so bad. I mean, I try not to call her. She doesn't know how I am with bad weather. My kids know. I'm going to be calling you so many times. But I did have to call her the other day and just make sure they were okay and just let her know what I could see. Because I don't think they keep up with the weather kind of like I do. Because I'm like, if I know it's coming, I'm going to be ready for it. You know, like Ryan Hall's saying, don't be scared, be prepared. Yeah, that's me. I'm going to be prepared because I am scared. I have lived in a house that literally got picked up by a tornado and moved. It was like the first house I was living in after my oldest daughter was born. It was just me and her, and It was a little trailer, and the tornado picked one end of it up and moved it. Set it down on my mountain bike. I had a bicycle that I used to ride bicycles a lot, and I've been telling my husband I would like to get back into that. I'd like to get back into some activities like that. Okay, so next, how I'm going to cut my fabrics, I'm going to do my darks, then my light, or my mediums. And so I can stack them. I want to be able to stack them all together. So I am going to press this piece out so I can cut it. Okay, now I have my, I guess this is supposed to be my medium piece. It's light colored, but that's okay. I am going to cut the selvage off in an even piece to where I can use it, because I want to make a selvage quilt. So what I try to do, I didn't do that on the other piece, but what I try to do is cut about 1.5 inches of the selvage off so I can do a selvage quilt. Sometimes I do 1.25 inches, sometimes I do 1.5 inches. I have a lot of pieces. See, I have a lot of pieces over here that could be 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. But what I do is I just keep them all together. And when it's all said and done, I will have some selvage pieces that I can, now I just have to remember, I just cut my selvage off, and I want to cut my pieces long ways of the fat quarter. But anyway, I was telling you about having dinner with my grandbaby. He is so precious. I think everybody believes their grandbaby is precious, and they are. All grandbabies are so precious. And today I was having lunch by myself, and when I have lunch by myself, I observe a lot. I watch people. I'm a people watcher. And there was this group of ladies. It was 3 ladies and this little girl. Y'all, she was the most beautiful little girl I think I've ever seen. Now, my granddaughter's beautiful too. She is stunning beautiful. Her mama's beautiful too, so. And I think her daddy's pretty handsome myself. But this little girl, she had jet black hair. Beautiful. And I think she had Hispanic heritage in her, because her skin tone was just absolutely beautiful. So beautiful. And her hair, oh, it's so beautiful. I always wish I had dark children. My children are pale like me. White as the Sahara Desert. I mean, you'd never know I have any Native American in me. But my grandfather, his mother was full-blooded Native American. She was from Arkansas. So my great-grandmother was I think it was my great-grandmother. It was either my great-grandmother or my great-great-grandmother. Now, like my papa, his family, he has people in his family that you can tell they have Native American in them. Me, not so much. Because your dark and your medium, there are different cuts for both of those. So don't think they're both the same, because they're not. And if you messed up and grabbed a medium and cut it like a dark, you should still have enough fabric in that fat quarter. Let's see, I've had so much stuff happen or go on lately that my machine is not ready yet, but I did talk to her. She messaged me this morning. She was so apologetic, but they were on vacation, and I knew they were coming back the 20th. So I carried it the next day, my machine. And honestly, it's not that big of a deal. It just means I need to rent a machine at the retreat, which is not a bad idea. I mean, because that just means I don't have to pack my sewing machine up. But if I have to, it's okay too. And she did tell me nothing needed to be replaced on it, that my thread cutter, that it had just gotten something in it, like it was dirty, like it had. But I don't know how to have cleaned that out. I guess I'm going to have to get floss and floss up in there maybe. But, yeah, so she said no, there was no parts that needed to be replaced, and she was so apologetic, telling me she would knock off, you know, the rental of the machine. And I'm like, no, that it is okay. It is okay. And I told her, you know, it's okay. She said, well, we could have it tomorrow. And I'm like, well, that'll work perfect, you know, which is today, the day you're saying this. So, she said we could definitely have it by Monday. And I'm like, well, that'll work too. The only reason I don't try to pick it up during the week, I wanted to sew on it before I carried it over there. Let's see. Just because I want to, you know, make sure everything is working, and I can get it working real good. And okay, there's my mediums for that one. And so I mean, it's not a big deal to me. It really is not a big deal. But she was like, well, I think I can have it ready. We can have it ready tomorrow. They've had the stomach bug, and this is a family-owned business. Her husband is the one that services the machines, and he works a full-time job and comes home and services the machines. I'm not in that big of a rush. It's okay. But I mean, I have been without my machine for 2 weeks, but, you know, it needs to be serviced. It needs to be taken care of. It's fine. But she was so apologetic and felt bad. And I'm like, no, I don't want anybody to feel that bad over a machine that needs to have servicing done. I just forgot to take my 1/4-inch foot off of it. So I hope they don't take that all off and then not realize that's the one that went to it. But I hope they realize that. But y'all, I haven't gotten to sew. Now, Tammy and I didn't have our live Thursday night because she's under doctor's care right now. And so I didn't cut out another block. And that's okay with me. I mean, we can catch up however we need to. I think it's going fabulous. I think the blocks are going really quick. So we are, if you are new, I go live. Well, I don't go live. Tammy at the Siberian Wind, she and I go live together on her channel every Thursday night. And it seems like right now she's going to have no lives for the upcoming near future until her doctor releases her. So we may not be doing lives. I may have to figure out how to do a live and just come on live and work it. And that may relieve Tammy of the stress of doing a live, because it's a lot of work to do a live, I'm thinking. I've never done a live, so I really don't know. Got to cut that selvage off. It doesn't have words on it, so this isn't a selvage that I keep. But I hope you guys, I mean, you know, hey, don't think you're behind, because look at me. I hadn't even cut all my fabrics yet. This may be something I have to do at retreat. Get all of this cut. I hope to have, well, I need to get it done before retreat, because I hope to record that Saturday's video before I head out. But if I don't, I may get to record it one night after everyone goes to bed. Because the last time I was there, I sewed until like 1 o'clock in the morning. That's why I would like to get a room just to myself if possible, because I keep very strange hours. I may not go to bed until 1 o'clock, but I may get up at 3. If I go to bed at 9, I may get up at 1. You know, it's just no telling. My sleep schedule is not the best. But I am learning that if I drink a bottle of water before I go to bed, I actually sleep better. Go figure. If that's all it took, I've missed years and years of sleeping because of this. So if you were just now getting your fabrics, don't worry. I mean, it's never too late to start. I don't know why I didn't just cut this selvage off before I started doing this. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to do this on every piece. But it's never too late. I'm still cutting my fabrics here. I'm just on my first couple pieces. And I'm pressing it. I'm taking my time. I'm not going to rush. This sew along may last 4 weeks, 6 weeks, or 8 weeks. Who knows? I'm in no rush. I'm sewing, and that's all that matters to me. But we're gearing up, getting ready for Easter here. Sunday, we're having our birthday crawfish boil at my sister's house. And we're having the gender reveal that day also for my niece. So I am very excited, but I have not made my baby blanket yet for her. Literally, I'm telling you, I haven't been able to sew. See, I've got the flannel right here, the pink and the gray. And now I got something bothering my nose tonight. So that's my second dark. Now I'm going to do my second light. And if any of y'all have ordered anything from me and you're not able to get the tracking information because USPS gives you a link and it has you wanting you to sign in, I am going in tonight and I am going to be putting in the link, the tracking numbers into PayPal. So maybe that will help, because I've had several people ask and I wasn't understanding why y'all weren't getting your tracking, because I know I put that information in and I realized that's probably what is happening. Okay, y'all, I am right-handed, but I'm not going to keep flipping the fabric around. Yeah, I probably didn't cut that straight. But I was trying to cut it where the blade was not turned towards my finger. But today is Friday, and I'm off work on Fridays. So I try to do all of my running that I need to do. I went to Stitched in Faith. I had to get some things. And I got another pattern, y'all. Oh my goodness. It's for a bag. And it is beautiful. I may make one on retreat, for retreat. I don't know. But it is a sewer's dream bag to this bag. It's just going to be amazing. It is going to be the perfect caddy bag, which I'm very excited to make it. It's a big opening on the top, and you can put all your scissors, rotary cutters. It's got pockets for anything you really need. And I'm sitting here thinking, my presser feet for my machine, because I use so many different presser feet. I use my 1/4 inch presser foot. Then I use a zipper foot. I use that one a lot right now because I'm making those Nantucket bags. And guys, when I do another D-Sash, I will have some things that I have made. If you're interested in the bags, I will have some of them in there. And I don't price them really high. I don't price them what I should. Let me just say that. I do price them at least what it costs me to make it. And I try to put enough on there for shipping. But yeah, that don't normally happen. Normally a lot of things that I make, if I have to ship it, I really don't make my money back a lot of times. I need to get better at that. I'm not real good at that. I keep looking because I have to keep remembering, okay, this is your medium print. You only need 2 this size. But yeah, I've got to get a whole lot better on the pricing thing, because the majority of what I'm doing is I just love to sew, and I love sewing those little bags. So I really like making them, and so I make them. I make several extras. They're great gifts. And one of the things that I have found that I love it for, and I never thought I would have one of these, a medicine bag. But I take a lot of vitamins and things just because I'm getting older, and I want to make sure I have the vitamins and minerals and nutrients that I need to keep me healthy. You know, I'm struggling with that one. But, yes, so I want to make sure I'm taking what I need to take to keep my eyes good, to keep my D3 up. But these little bags are perfect for that. Now, of course, my bag is not full with that. Thank goodness. But, you know, a girl's got to have a little lip gloss in her bag. She got to have a little mascara in there. I need a little eyebrow brush because my eyebrows are so light. They look non-existent. Okay, I'm about to press my 3rd dark fat quarter. Okay, so now I am on my 3rd dark fabric. Yeah, I love this fabric. It is so beautiful. But this is kind of my wheelhouse, so to say. I love these beautiful dark florals. They're so pretty. I just love them. But this will be my third set of fabrics. And we may call it a night because we're almost at an hour already. And I need to get myself ready for tomorrow, because hopefully my machine is done tomorrow. If it is, I need to go pick it up. And my daughter has put some more baby clothes in my truck to take to, we have a place called Once Upon a Child. It's like a consignment shop. But what they'll do is they'll go in and give you money right there. And what we do, we just carry his clothes there and trade them for other clothes. The next size up pretty much is what it is. And that way, there's not a huge clothing bill, because that child is growing fast. He got out of his 12 months, hit 18 months, and now he's in 24 months. And this all happened since December. It's crazy how fast that little boy has grown. And my granddaughter, I haven't got her dress even cut out yet. So I've got to do it. It's kind of like a pillowcase dress, what hers is going to be. So I've never made one like this. So I'm hoping that it's not that difficult, because I'm going to do a test one, and then I may make a second one and record it for you guys, because it's a very pretty little dress. And she's getting, my daughter-in-law was telling me that she's not wanting to wear pants anymore. She don't want to wear shorts. She don't want to wear pants or leggings. She just wants to wear her dresses, which is normal for little girls. Because my great niece, same exact way, when she was little, she refused to wear pants. I don't think she wore pants until she started school. And she had to wear shorts under her dresses, because she a little active, rough little thing, and she'd have her underwear showing. I'm so proud of that little girl, my great niece. She's on the tennis team, and she used to be really shy, and she's really coming into herself. She's a teenager though, and she's just doing really well, and I'm so proud of her, because she's had a struggle. You know, the way the world is today, we weren't meant to have to deal with all the stuff that we're dealing with now. Ran into a friend today when I was going to see if a baby gift was ready, and she and I were talking about this. You know, today we weren't made to not have rest. And we were talking about how we feel guilty if we stop for ourselves. Because that's a serious thing, you know. A lot of us don't feel like we can stop for ourselves anymore. Because if you work, they make you feel like if you stop to take time for yourself and take care of yourself, that you're replaceable at work. And so you feel guilt, you know, feel like you're letting someone down. We were talking about that today, and it's sad. Okay, so now we are on our third medium color. So I've got 3 stacks of fabric up here. And like I said, I think this is going to be our last one for the evening. Because I'm listening to Ryan Hall, y'all, right now, and I heard another tornado warning. Then I heard flash flood warnings. Oh, which I know he's doing it all over the United States. I think the tornado warning was in Missouri. So, my goodness, I mean, oh, I gotta think my fabric is a little off. Let me line this up here and make sure I need to get it all squared up. Sometimes when you're not even on that edge, it can mess you up. I'm making sure I'm square all the way around. Because we don't want to have any mistakes on this. But I'm very excited to be working on this. And I think this is going to be the perfect fabric for me to do with this. And like I said, I'm technically smashing my stash, because this is something that has been in here for over a year. But it is fabric that is in my stash that did not have a pattern for it to go to. And now I am making it into a beautiful... Now this is going to be a lap quilt. So I will say that because I think it's 50 and a half. No, 60 and a half inch square. So it's like a 5 foot by 5 foot. So that's going to be a nice size little lap quilt. I love little lap quilts. I keep a quilt hanger right behind my recliner. It's one of those that sits on the floor. And I keep it behind my recliner. So when I sit down in my recliner, because my kitty cats like to get up in my lap, so what I do is I put a quilt in my lap, and I know a lot of people are probably fixing to go, oh my goodness, no. But my cats get in my lap, and I have them a quilt so they can lay on. So that is why I have my quilts, because they may jump up and on my chair with me, and sometimes they miss and claw my legs. So that quilt comes in very handy, saving my legs from being scratched all up. You know, they don't mean to. They're not meaning to scratch me, but sometimes it happens. And now, I mean, I know y'all can probably hear that. It's on my TV in my living room, and I'm just trying to keep up with what's going on. I hope my daughter-in-law made it safe. Let's see, what time is it? It's almost 10 p.m. So I'm hoping she's here. I don't even think it started raining here yet. But I am going to call this a night. We're just a little bit over an hour. So guys, I only got 3 of my stacks done. I'm going on and doing the dark and the medium at the same time together. And I know I'm going to have to mix them up somehow, because I can't have all my greens and then all my browns and then all my pinks. I can't do that. They have to be mixed up a little bit in here. But I I have this many more to press. So we started out with 18. And we've gotten 6. So we've got 12 more to press and cut. I don't think it's going to happen today or tonight. I know it's not because I'm calling it an evening. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are enjoying starting this sew along. If you're new to a sew along with me, know that it is not a competition. It is not a race. I do take my time. Sometimes, like tonight, I don't have anything cut, so I'm cutting my fabrics on here with y'all. And sometimes I may get here and I may just do a chain stitch doing the same thing over and over and over 50 times, 100 times. Who knows? But I am not in a race. It's not a race. Sit down, enjoy your time sewing. And if you don't even want to sew and just want to sit there and drink you a cup of coffee and just listen to the chat, that is perfectly fine too. Because I'm going to tell you, sometimes you just have to take a little downtime. I know I haven't had a video out for you guys for 3 days. 3 days. I'm fine. I'm kind of, my schedule has been where I don't have anything on Wednesday night because I record my Monday and Tuesday on the weekend before. So I'll take that Monday and Tuesday. I won't have anything on Wednesday. Normally on Thursday, I try to have a little something before we go live with Tammy on her channel. And then Friday, I try to have a finish going. And then Saturday, we have the sew along. And for the past month, we've been having the D-stashes on Sundays. I may try to do one for you guys tomorrow, but being that I am heading out of town Wednesday, probably early, because I have a lot of stuff I need to do, like headed that direction. I don't know that I'll do a D-stash, but I'll definitely do one when I come back. I was thinking I was going to wait, but guys, I found more fabrics and I need to get them out. I am doing my D-stashes here. That's what our sew-alongs are. And I'm so far behind, though, on getting completions done. My goal this year was to do one a month. I hadn't got any done. I might have gotten one done this year, but that's going to be it. But I can't remember. I know I've gotten tops done, but I have not gotten anything done that I can think of all the way. I might have and just can't think of it. Don't remember it. But thank you for joining me. If you are joining this sew along with us, I'm so happy to have you. I will have a post out in the Facebook group. Maybe not today. It may be a little bit later, but that post is so you can go under that post in Facebook and post pictures. You can ask questions. I am more than happy to answer anything, and it is a fabulous group of people. If you are not part of our Facebook group yet, the link is down in the description. I try to have everything in the description that you may need to know, but feel free to go to the Facebook group. You will have to request approval to join the group. I do that because I have so many, I keep the group private because I have so many spammers that can get in there. And every now and then we do catch spammers in the comments. Y'all don't fear. I always catch them. I always delete them. I always block them. So, I do that. And I think Miss Connie caught one and reported it. So, Miss Connie, thank you. If you're the one that did that, I know somebody said they caught it and had reported it. But normally I do that. I catch it and I get it out. I have not been able to read my comments real quick recently because it's been very, very busy at work. So I haven't, normally I can catch it on break or when I have a little downtime, I can look at my comments. But this week it's been very, very busy. So that being said, guys, thank you once again. Give me a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed, please do. You don't want to miss a single thing that we're doing here on the channel. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I hope you're wanting to join us on this sew along, but if not, that's okay. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, guys.